Hi, I'm Dawn. This is Hudson Vintage. Welcome to the new series, Friday Finds. My hope is to have this come up every single Friday in addition to whatever other uploads I'm doing, so there'll always be something every week. They're just going to be quick takes on my Friday favorites, and at midnight Pacific time there will be new uploads to the website based on what we talk about today. And the spotlight today is on vintage Monet jewelry. I just become more and more in love with Monet jewelry. I used to be a bit of a snob and only like the stuff from the 1940s during the wartime when they were only using sterling silver and they made some of it in Mexico. And then I learned more about the Monet jewelry from the book. Actually, I recommend this book. This is it right here. I have this linked below in the Amazon page, my Amazon shop, along with all the other reference books that I recommend. And I highly recommend, holiday season is coming up, so have people get you the books that you need to grow your collection or grow your part-time business, and it is really helpful. And from this book I realized that my real affection is for the Monet of the 1960s and 70s, and if you love Monet jewelry too, you must watch this channel. I have been helping a friend of mine launch her channel, and she has inherited from her parents old store stock from a jewelry store that they closed in the 1990s, and there's jewelry all the way from the 1940s to the 1980s, and it's all on its original cards. And she has a lot of old Monet jewelry that is really brand new that she doesn't even know what she has. So she's going to be launching her channel very, very soon. I've been helping her prepare for that, so stay tuned because she's going to have multiples. Everything that I have is one of a kind, and this will all be up on Saturday except for the one piece, or Friday night actually, but I'll be filling in with other Monet too that I love. So the first piece is this one. This is Monet 1960s. It's part of the white enamel collection, and I will show it to you on. Oh, this was in the how to accessorize with vintage jewelry video. I came up with new ways to wear vintage jewelry, so check that out if you haven't seen it yet. I'll put it in the link below and in the cards. I love the way this looks over black, but we'll put it over color today, multicolor. Isn't this beautiful? I know it looks like it's mid-1960s to mid-1970s. It's actually a lot earlier, which just goes to show you how forward they were. And if you really want to talk about being forward, I believe that this influenced the collaboration between Lanvin and H&M a while ago. It happened, I don't know, maybe 5 years ago or something, and they did like hot pink and black, but the shapes were very similar to this, and it was that same kind of enameled metal. But obviously this has lasted 50 years or more, and we'll see how well the H&M jewelry stands up. Number 2 in Friday's 5 favorites is this. This is old Monet. This is actually gold over sterling. This was done during the duration of World War II when the raw pot metals had to be used for the war effort, so they switched to sterling silver. And this is just the height of modernist beautiful. It's just smooth and silky. It has the most interesting clasp, which I will insert a close-up of. And this is the most unique clasp that I've ever seen on a Monet. I've never seen another one like it. It's got kind of a pin that one of the links slides onto and then folds over. Isn't this lovely? This is so old, and it looks like it could have been made right now by the most avant-garde, forward jewelry designer. Take your pick. Who's your favorite? And I think this stands up to that. And it's heavy silver and gold. Number 3 today in the Monet spotlight for Friday's favorites is this. Look at this. This is a mesh. I know I showed you a mesh necklace that was done by probably Whiting and Davis in the 1920s that was hand painted. This was done by Monet in the 1970s, and it has its original double clasp which is incredible. Monet was so good. They gave you extra clasps a lot of the time as extenders, and this is in perfect condition. It's a drapey mesh, and you can actually hang pins from this. Let me get one, I'll show you. There's the back, the double clasp, and I put it back on the neck. Now look at this. This is just an old Coro pin from the 1940s, and I picked it because it sort of reminds me of a tattoo, and I thought it would be cool to put on the mesh. So I'm just going to show you. And the mesh is very, very rare. It was part of their top of the line. They had different lines like Haskell. You know, there was an A, B, and a C line, and this was definitely from the top line. And it could not be easier. I'm just going to pick the side, and you put it through just like you would put a pin through fabric. There it is. And then I'm not going to bother clasping it. Look at that. Instead of putting a pendant on a chain, you can put a pin on mesh. And this is incredibly cool and kind of modern and edgy, actually. And it depends on what pin you use. You could use a cameo, you know, an antique cameo. You could really be creative and have a good time. And this will be on the website for sure. Friday at midnight is when all the Monet that I'm putting into the shop goes live. Number 4 is this. This is from the Space Age era. This is Silvertone Monet. I love their Silvertone. It was unique to them. It was almost like a stainless steel. Very cool color. And this also has the double clasp. This is just the height of, you know, the Paco Rabanne, Pierre Cardin era. And you can, you know, shorten it to have it be more of a choker. I like leaving both clasps on, and I married this to a pair of earrings that it goes with that are on the website. Oh my gosh, isn't this just incredible? Look at that. Look at it. It's so modern, and it's 50 years old. And it also looks like it was made yesterday because the quality of Monet is so good. And this is also part of their top line. And the final Friday find for Monet is actually my favorite that I'll be putting up on the website. It took me a little while to be ready to let it go, but I will be letting it go. And I've only seen one in all my years of doing this. And this is the final. This is number 5. Look at that. Isn't this just incredible? This is all textured. These are solid links. This is a solid knot. It's constructed with just the chain link in the back. And I actually have the matching earrings for it. And that was a set completion. It took me a while to get them. And you know, when I got the earrings, I was like, okay, now I can never sell it. But it's time, and it's totally adjustable in the back. Isn't that amazing? Oh. So that's it. Thank you for watching. This has been Friday's favorite finds. I'll be doing a different spotlight every Friday in addition to the other videos that I upload. Thank you again for watching. See you next time.